What's up, everybody? This video is definitely long overdue. This is the unofficial manual for Slideshow Photo Booth. I'm going to attempt to teach you this app in 5 minutes or less. That's how simple and powerful this app is to use. So after you download it from the App Store, you'll have the icon of Slideshow on your desktop. It'll look like this. You open it, and the first thing you'll see is log in here. If you have not purchased it and you're just doing the trial, feel free to follow along. You do not need a login or a screen name in order to try the software. The trial lasts forever. You can trial the software forever. If the only difference between the paid version and the trial version is your photos will come up with a watermark. So if you decide you want to buy it, please email info@propfund.nl and use my code. It's PBBCREX. Okay? So now we're going to get started. The app looks just like this, and you'll have 3 options. This app does photos. You see when I tap it, the green light comes on. It does photos, it does video, and it does bouncy, which is another word for boomerang. Okay? And you'll need to decide which one you want to do at your event. Do you want to do a photo? Do you want to do video? So the video is, you can say, hey Bob and Mary, thanks so much for inviting me to your wedding. I had an amazing time. And then it'll record a video of the guest. Or my favorite, the last one, is the boomerang. You can do little video loops and play them back and forth. Okay, so those are the only 3 functions of this app. Under photo, you can do photos with animated overlays as well as green screen. So this app does photo, it does video, and it does boomerang. Okay, the next section you see here, it says choose a mode. Okay, it says iPad only. What does that mean? That means it's going to be a digital event only. That means you're either going to share by emails or SMS. All right, those are your only 2 choices. And then you have iPad to printer. So not only are you able to save to email, text to SMS, but now you're also able to print a photo. So there's another video that goes into detail on how to set up wireless printing, and you'll be able to find that in our group. I'm going to keep moving forward. Then the next section is template design. You'll have different template designs for photo. It says photo, and it's 1 through 9. And you can find these templates online at originaldutchapps.com. Once again, it's originaldutchapps.com. They're Photoshop templates from 0 to 9. You cannot design templates in the app. This is a photo booth app. You'll have to design your apps either in Photoshop Elements, Photoshop 6, or Canva if you want. Okay? Then the next section is where you load your artwork. So once you decide what you want to do, for example, we want to do a square. We'll select it, and you can see it as it grays out in each section. So we'll say 9, and you see the gray box. We'll move down, and I'll show you how to load the template, which would be in PNG. So once you design the template with the name of your clients or the logos, you will save it as a PNG overlay. Okay, it says overlay right here at the top, overlay. And in order to, the size is, this particular size is 1844 by 1844, and you'll see that in the dialog box right here next to the trash can. And in order to load the software, it needs to be in your camera roll. So I will tap the box. It'll bring up the camera roll. I already have artwork there from the past. So I will load that artwork. Boom. You will see the artwork up here. Then you'll move on to the next section. You can say mirror overlay preview. So that means you'll be able to see the overlay while you're doing the session. The next section is you can have digital props. You can have them on or you can have them off. The green designates it's on, the black designates it's off. You can change the name of what you call the photo or the video or the bouncy. In the middle, there is sharing. So you can share via email, and it has to be a Gmail address. So go to Gmail, create a free Gmail, and when you first get this app, you'll click on email. It'll ask you to type in your Gmail address and your password, and it's set up. If you decide you want to do SMS, you will need Twilio, and you will need to get a Twilio subscription with just credit. I think text or something like 1 cent per text, and the minimum you have to sign up with Twilio, I think, is like $20. And you will need to buy a phone number, which is 50 cents. Or you can do an 800 number, which is $2. Okay, in order to use SMS texting, you need to have a SmugMug account, which is $3.99 a month. And you'll need to log into your SmugMug account. When you press the SmugMug button, it'll ask you for your SmugMug username and password. Then one of my favorite features about Slideshow is you see this email and SMS queuing. What that means is if you're at an event where there's no email access, you can still run through the entire event, no problems. As soon as you get back to the office or outside and your iPad sees that there's internet connection, it will go ahead and send them out. You're able to send out a subject and a message with all of your text or email, which you will enter into the box. Lastly, it is the general tab section. So as the photo is taking a picture, you will hear a countdown, and you can hear the beeps. You can also control the exposure. You also have a beautifier. You can do extra prints. You can allow your users to go into the gallery and view the gallery. You can add a questionnaire. You can do terms of agreement. You can do in timeouts. You can set how much time you see the thank you screen or how much time in between photos. With bouncy GIFs, you set how many times the video repeats and how long the video is. You can also, if you decide you want to do video, you can put a time on how long the video lasts. And then photo is countdown before the photo is taken. Then you see a track screen. A track screen, you can have any MP4 in the correct size, which is 1536 by 2048. And then last but not least, there is a little bit of data capture. So the email addresses and questionnaires and the numbers you can export after an event. And that is Slideshow Photo Booth in 5 minutes or less. We'll go ahead and run a session, show you what we set up. We're gonna take off video, and we're gonna turn on photo. We're gonna do iPad only because we're not printing. We're gonna go ahead and hit Start Booth in the top right hand corner. What's up, everybody? And you can see we have auto exposure, auto face exposure, and then we can go into manual settings, which I like. Just takes a little bit more time. Okay. For this one, for the sample, I'll put it on auto exposure. We'll go to next. This is one of my favorite features, is the beautifier. You can see that's actually how I really look. You look at my skin, it's horrible, but if you turn on the beautifier, it really smooths everything out. Now you guys know why I like that feature. We're gonna go ahead and hit start booth. There you see the animated track screens, which you can custom make if you know how to make MP4s, or you can just buy them. They're around 10 to anywhere from $10 to $30 each. Hit tap to start, take photo. We're going to add a prop. You know, everybody knows the astronaut helmet is one of my favorite props. We'll hit start session. You'll see the artwork because we hit overlay preview. And there's my picture. Type in my email.